vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me, and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing.
Now, kung doon po tayo sa John chapter 15, mahaba po itong chapter na to. Pero, I believe it teaches us some very important things about what it means to be a Christian. So, before po tayo mag-start, can I just pray? Let's bow our heads, let's close our eyes. So, sino po yung Israel na tinutukoy natin dyan? Kilala niyo ba? Hindi?
Jesus.
Hindi pa kayo kumain, no? Kumain ba kayo?
Jesus.
Hindi. In the Old Testament, the vine represented Israel. Pero who is Israel? The covenant people of God. Yan, lahat po ng binabasa natin sa Old Testament is about these people. Yung covenant ng Panginoon, meron po silang agreement. God had an agreement with Israel. His agreement was that God would be their God and they would be God's people. Literally, yung pangalan po ng Israel, yung El na yun, dala-dala nila yung pangalan ng Panginoon. Now, through the covenant, ang promise ng Panginoon is na He will provide, He will protect Israel so that through them, ano mangyayari? All the nations
Will be blessed.
will be blessed. So makita niyo po yun, na ito yung covenant ng Panginoon. I will be your God, and you will be my people, and you will have no other gods besides me. So this is an exclusive relationship. Bawal sausaw. Now, through the covenant, God blessed Israel. And ang bakit ng Panginoon is that Israel would be a light for the nations. Sabi nga niya sa Isaiah 49, basahin po natin together, I will also make you a light for the Gentiles, that my salvation may reach to the ends of the earth. Maganda naman yung plano, di ba? The problem was, Israel failed. Palpak po ang Israel. They took yung protection, yung provision, yung presensya ng Panginoon, and hindi nila yon pinahalagahan. They took it for granted, which led to complacency. Alam niyo ba yung complacency? Ilan po sa inyo, naalala niyo pa nung first kayong may relationship with someone? Diba nung una, grabe yung effort, di ba? You never see that person na hindi handa. Palaging okay na okay lahat, di ba? Pati detalye. Because bago pa lang yung relationship. So maraming effort. Pero sometimes, in some relationships, after matagal na yung relationship, medyo wala nang effort. Wala nang palagi tayo magkasama, ganyan. So, wala na yung effort, medyo complacent na yung relationship. Okay. In the same way, yung Israel naging complacent sa relationship nila. Kasi in their mind, kasi kamag-anak namin si Abraham eh. Ano namin yan eh, ninunong namin yun, so safe na kami. So kahit na anong gawin namin, alam namin God will bless us. Kasi nag-promise ang Panginoon. But how many of you know that this is not a good attitude? Hindi maganda yung iniisip mo, ay mamahalin naman ako ng kasawa ko, so wala na akong, I don't need to do anything. Tama ba yun? Tama ba yun? Ay mamahalin ako ng mga anak ko, pero hindi ko na kailangan mag-effort. Tama ba yun? No. Every relationship needs effort. No matter how long the relationship has been. Same thing with God. Just because nag-promise ang Panginoon, and especially because nag-promise ang Israel to be faithful to the Lord, dapat lang na mag-continue yung effort. So naging entitled sila. When Jesus claimed to be the true vine, hindi po niya sinasabi na i-replace niya ang Israel. He was saying na from the very beginning, actually siya yung totoo na vine. He was the true and better vine. Some of you may have read John chapter 1, sabi po, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Teka muna, sino po yung Word na yan? No. Who is that Word?
Us.
No, that is Jesus. Okay? In the beginning was the Word. Because guys, how do I know? Because the book of John was written about Jesus. Okay? This whole book is to prove kung sino siya. And ang sabi ng Bible, in the beginning, nandun na si Jesus. And Jesus was with God, and Jesus was God. He was with God in the beginning, and through Him, lahat daw ng bagay ay nagawa, nilikha. Without Him, nothing was made that has been made. In Him,
Was life.
kay Jesus daw was life, and that life was the life of mankind. In other words, when Jesus said na siya yung tunay, He is the true vine, He is saying that He is the true source of everything. Not Abraham. He is the true source of light and hope, not Israel. He is the true source of your joy, not your job, not this party. I'm so sorry, guys. I need you to pay attention right now. Not your friends, not your family. Jesus is the true source. And the moment that we take Him for granted, you will experience what it feels like, what Israel felt. John chapter 15, sabi ni Jesus, continue, I am the vine, you are the branches. Kung si Jesus yung vine, sino yung you?
Kami.
Okay, tama na tayo yan. Yes, it is you and me. At tingin na tayo, you are a branch. Right?
I'm a branch.
Ibig sabihin, guys, Jesus makes a very clear picture of our relationship with Jesus. He is the vine, we are the branches. That means we need Him. Okay? We cannot, sabi nga nung John 15, we cannot do anything without Jesus. I have a question. Does Jesus need us?
Yes.
Does Jesus need our worship?
Yes.
Kailangan ba ng Panginoon yung obedience natin?
Yes.
The key word there is kailangan ba niya? The answer is no. Alam niyo po, I want to show you a very interesting verse. Ito po sa Psalm, isa pa. Oh dear. Isa. I think maybe there is, yeah. Psalm chapter 50, basahin ko po to. Sabi to ng Panginoon sa Israel, kung ako'y gutom, hindi ko sa iyo sasabihin, sabi to ng Panginoon, sapagkat ang sanlibutan at ang lahat ng narito ay akin. Kung may pangangailangan daw, Panginoon, hindi niya sasabihin sa Israel. Kumakain ba ako ng laman ng mga toro? O umiinom ng dugo ng mga kambing? Ito po yung mga alay ng Israel sa Panginoon. Kailangan ba ng Panginoon yun? No. Hindi siya kumakain. Hindi siya umiinom. Mag-alay sa Diyos ng pasasalamat na alay. At tuparin mo ang iyong mga panata sa kataas-taasan. Kung hindi kailangan ng Panginoon yung worship natin. Kung hindi niya kailangan yung pasasalamat natin, bakit tayo mag-aalay sa Kanya? Because yun ang karapat-dapat. Because siya ay nararapat na bigyan ng pasasalamat. Diba? What happens? Sabi ni Jesus, so, if I am the vine, you are the branches, and you remain in me, yung manatili tayo sa Kanya. Hindi lang yung pag-Saturday ka lang pumasama sa Panginoon. Manatili ka bawat araw. Anong mangyayari? Sabi ni Jesus, you will bear much fruit. Not just some fruit, much fruit. What kind of fruit? First, it's fruit that will glorify the Father. Okay? Hindi po lahat ng alay napupuri ang Panginoon. Alam niyo po ba yun? Hindi lang po tayo pwedeng basta-bastang magbigay sa Panginoon. Ang alay na mag-glorify sa Panginoon is yung alay na gusto niya. Kaya nga sabi nila, obedience is better than sacrifice. What else? You will bear much fruit. Fruit that will show that we are Jesus' disciples. And the most important is na pag tayo, Jesus is our vine, we are the branches, at manatili tayo sa Panginoon, we will bear fruit that will last. Alam niyo po, marami po tayo mga ini-effort, diba? Some of you, pumunta kayo sa Hong Kong para magpatayo ng bahay, magpaaral ng mga anak, di ba? magpaano ng bahay ninyo, ganyan, para makapunta yung sakit may sakit sa family ninyo, para matustusan yung medicine nila, di ba? And yet, I wanna tell you, none of those things will last. Not your children's education, not your bahay, not your negosyo. Jesus wants us to have fruit that lasts. And ang sinasabi niya is that the only way for us to have that is through Him. And if you read sa John 15, it becomes clear na yung fruit na hinahanap ng Panginoon from His people is none other than love. Patapos na yung, di ba, yung year. Yes. Diba? Anong ginagawa ng mga tao pag patapos na yung year? Medyo magre-reflect na, grabe na yung mga post sa Facebook na napaka-deep, Diba? Iisip na nila, maganda ba yung nagawa ko? Okay ba ako this year? Ganyan, in-evaluate yung sarili, diba? Do you know ano yung evaluation ng Panginoon? How we should measure our fruitfulness? How should we measure whether we have lived life well? According to Jesus, ang basihan is how much we have loved. Sabi sa John 15, "This is to my Father's glory, that you bear much fruit, showing yourselves to be my disciples." Verse 9, "As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Now remain in my love."